Hello, everyone. So, I want to say today is that if you've made a drastic change to be in alignment with God, or it may not even have been drastic, it may have been a slight, subtle change, but you decided that you no longer want to operate in one way, but you want to become fully and wholly in alignment with God, and the people who were with you and around you may not feel comfortable or okay with it, and they're like, well, no, you shouldn't do it this way, or I can't get with that, I don't like the way that is. Stand firm, stay in alignment, because if God has convicted you on something that you've been doing and he's like, that no longer works, especially if you're going to be in alignment with me and doing my work, listen and take heed. And yes, people, friends, family may come and go, but when you're in alignment with God, he's going to fill your circle up with people who are also on the same path as you, who are also doing the work in the way that he sees fit. So I'm still working my way through the book of Acts, which is taking me forever. I don't even know why. But I read chapter 26, and in chapter 26, Paul is in jail. He's been in jail for years at this point, and he's going through his history of how he used to go against the apostles and the disciples, those who spoke about the resurrection of Jesus, and how he put them in jail and how he signed off for them to be executed, and how that's who he was before. And then how he was convicted by God, by Jesus, and Jesus told him, like, why are you persecuting me? He talked to him and he became blind, and he goes through his whole story, and he's telling the people who are there, who are rooting for his death, and he said, you all knew me when I was Saul. You all knew me as that person, and you all were here for that, but I'm telling you now that I have changed, and because of that change, you want me dead now. And you only want me dead is because I am speaking the truth, because I am doing things the way that God has intended me to do it. And it just brought to my attention when I was reading that, how that happens in so many people's lives when they're trying to be in alignment with God. So stay firm, stay strong, and know that if you are doing it right, you are doing the way that God wants you to do it. Stay steadfast, stay strong, stay on it, because God is waking up his people, and he wants us to be fully in alignment with him, because the way this world is going is so much coming from all ends. And it can be hard and can be rough, but if you're struggling with your spirituality, that's not going to make it easier. So stand firm on what you know to be true and what God has told you, because he will not steer you wrong. I hope you all have the most amazing day.